Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Okay, so going back to this knife, the MOD survival knife. Yeah, I made a video about this a couple of weeks ago, and the video did really well. And also, I got a lot of interesting information in the comments. So, to everybody who commented, thank you very much. And with a few things that I've learned from the comments and also from my own research, and also things that I didn't include in the initial video, I feel like I've left quite a few things out. So first off, let's talk about some of the other versions of this knife that's available. So you can have either hardwood scales, or they also come with black fibre scales of some kind. They've both got the copper rivets, and yeah, another difference is there's certain markings and engravings on these knives, which in the wooden handled version is stamped into the handle. I don't know how well you can see that there. And with the black synthetic scales, it's actually stamped on the blade. And with older versions of this knife, it's always on the blade. So you've got the NATO stock number, the year, and also what's called the broad arrow or the crow's foot, which is basically three lines in the form of an arrow. It's been it basically means property of the British government. You're not getting this one back, Keir Starmer. And yeah, this symbol's actually really interesting. It's been used by the British government on everything from cannons to prisoners' uniforms for hundreds of years. When I was a child, there was a ship belonging to King Henry VIII that was shipwrecked in 1545, I believe, the Mary Rose, and there were objects on that ship that had the same symbol of the broad arrow. So it goes back hundreds of years. It's quite strange that I've been looking on some of my British Army surplus gear. It doesn't seem to have it on, but yeah. So this has been made since the other main thing that's on there is the stock number, the NATO stock number. Some of the older ones don't have that. People say on the internet that's because they're pre-NATO. NATO started in 1949, I believe. They started making these in the 50s and 60s. So it wasn't pre-NATO, but yeah, pre-NATO stock number. You should also have the initials of the manufacturer, which here I've got JA for J. Adams. This was sold to be by John Noel. John Noel, the company, belongs to J. Adams. Both Sheffield knife manufacturers, one has bought the other one, so in effect they're the same company. And why they choose to sell it under John Noel, I've got absolutely no idea. But yeah, let's have a closer look at this. Yeah, so we've got the NATO stock number, JA, and then 1993. I don't know whether that's the actual year of manufacture, or as if that's, I don't know, some change in the design in 1993. The reason that I doubt that it's the the year of manufacture is, I've seen 1993 on quite a few of them. Just on the end of the rivet there, you can see half of the broad arrow. But yeah, starting to rust a little bit already. I'm going to need to put some oil on that before I take it out into the field properly. So there are also various replicas of this knife made by Webtex. They're the ones that I remember from when I was spending more time in the UK. Combat UK have been making them more recently. And they actually looked like really good value for money. They were about £30. The only place I've actually been able to see them online, actually in stock at the moment, is a place in Germany. I've seen some, the reviews. They do seem to be actually pretty good value for money. The differences being they're a little bit less hefty than the original. This is an absolute tank. The replicas are also very, very substantial, and they obviously don't have all of the, the NATO stock code and things like that. And they're usually available only with a nylon sheath, whereas this one comes in this left-handed sheath. I saw a good video actually recently, Sticks UK. Somebody had given him one of the replicas, but it had this sheath. And what I think had happened is, I presume that somebody took the better knife and put it in the right-handed sheath and gave away the other one. So the actual original ones are available with MTP Molly compatible sheath as well. I've got mine in this lovely bit of work by Crafty Eddie on Etsy. So much nicer option. As to whether I'm going to customize this or not, I'm going to work with it a little bit. It's not had any forest time yet. It's had a bit of cutting things in the garden. To be perfectly honest, I've been too busy to really get out very much. And also, at the moment, I'm still in England. When I'm back in Lapland, I'll be playing around with this, and I'm going to give a more detailed video of the performance, probably round about the springtime, when I've had a little bit of time to play with it. This sheath isn't very good, so you might be better, as if you want to buy one, look for one with the MTP sheath, or find another sheath. Apart from that, I mean, I said on my last video it didn't come very sharp, but to be honest, it did come sharp enough to make feather sticks, and it's just didn't perform quite how I'd like it to. Also, you don't want too finer edge on something that's going to be a pretty rough smash things up tool. The army carry in vehicles. I don't think people very often actually carry them on their belts, and it's a multi-tool. It's to take the place of an axe, to take the place of a crowbar. You can do lots of different things with basically a thick piece of steel with an edge on it. The other version of this knife that I wanted to tell you about was the version made by McDonald's Armouries. So whereas there are cheap replicas, there's also a more expensive, higher end one. So this knife, the Type D utility knife, or whatever you'd like to call it. It was originally made by Wilkinson's Sword, and the original version, the handle was a little bit different, and yeah, slightly different tool. The scales, I believe, were flush with the tang, and yeah, McDonald's Armouries make a replica of the original Wilkinson's Sword Type D utility knife. So as if you'd like to have a look at that, and it's quite a lot more money than these, then yeah, have a look in the description. And also, as if you have a look around on the internet, you can sometimes find the older ones second hand for quite a reasonable price. Yeah, so interesting knife, I think, with some fascinating history behind it. And anyway, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Please give us a thumbs up, drop us a comment, and I'll see you all again soon for another Kookily Bushcraft video. Bye for now.